See? I just went out to my Hotmail. Okay? And the same freaking guy I told you about in the Green Pal video has written to me again. I'm not going to read it. Okay? I can't read it from my Hotmail anyway. You have to, you know, you just get a message from these stupid personal ads. You have a message and then you have to go to the actual site and log in and whatnot, of course, you know. He wrote to me again. Now, I'm not going to read it, but inevitably, you know, based on what I said to him, you know damn well that it's going to be something telling me off. Okay? Maybe along the lines of, you think you're all that or whatnot. It doesn't matter. Okay? The same thing happened to me at the gym one time, at Bally's in Culver City. Okay? I loved working out in the pool or whatnot. Okay? There's a pool, there's a jacuzzi. Right? I was chit-chatting a little bit with this guy. Okay? He was black, by the way, but it didn't matter. He could have been Brad Pitt. Didn't matter. I'm at the gym to work out, period. Alright? Chit-chatting with him about my feet. Because he's like, he said something, because we're in the water, you know, and I'm tall. And I think he said something, you're really tall, or you must have big feet if you're tall, something, and I don't know. I was chit-chatting with him just a tiny bit, and then I wanted to get on to doing my exercising. Okay? He's like, starts asking me questions, right? He's clearly hitting on me. Starts asking me questions about whatever. The kind of questions people ask you when they're hitting on you, like, I don't know, what do you do for whatever. I don't want to. He starts asking me questions, and then I think I said something like, "I'm here to work out. I don't want to." He's like, "I want to just try to make conversation." I'm like, "I'm here to work out or something." At one point, I forget the whole logistics of it, but he wanted me to go in the jacuzzi with him. Alright, there's no one in there, but it doesn't even matter. He wanted me to go to the jacuzzi with him. I said, I'm here to work out, I'm not here to be hit on. He's like, I'm not hitting on you. I'm like, yeah, you are. You just asked me to go in the jacuzzi with you. If that's not hitting on me, what is it, right? And then, like, he wound up turning on me, okay, and mumbling to himself, well, you're not all that anyway, so what? You clearly thought I was. You would have been hit on me to begin with. But it doesn't matter if I'm all that. Just like with this guy. I don't have to like you. Period. Alright? It doesn't matter. I don't have to like you. I'm under no obligation. This fucking guy has written to me again. I am not going to read it. I'm done. He's not going to let me have the last word, even though he should have never written to me to begin with. He won't let me have the last word. He has written to me again. This is the shit I have to deal with. And this is the shit I've had to deal with from certain guys all along since I've been doing personal ads, okay? And that is why I don't write back to you when I'm not interested. Now you know. It's not that I'm an inconsiderate bitch. It's this, exactly this. You don't let it go. What the fuck is wrong with you? I basically just told this guy yesterday. You sent me a picture, I wasn't interested. Why are you going to push me into telling you why? He has written to me again. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. You know that he's told me off. It's inevitable. And even if he hasn't, I'm not going to check and see. I don't feel like it. I'm done. I said, please don't write to me again. Take care. Good luck in your search. Please don't write to me again. And he wrote to me again. He can write to me forever. He's never hearing back from me again. I'm not even going to read it. He just wants to instigate. He wants to get into a back and forth, even if it's just me yelling at him. It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. In fact, it's so fucking ridiculous. I'm going to tell you and I'm not wearing makeup, and I don't care, and I wanted to just tell you this. I'm going to be taking Omar. Unbelievable. I just went out here quickly to write, to look at, I went out here, my hair's still a little damp. I'm gonna be taking Omar for walkies. He wrote to me again. Unfucking believable. I said, please don't write to me again. He wrote to me again. You know he's telling me off. Why can't he just leave me alone? What the hell is the point? Unbelievable. I'm like in shock now. Hey, baby. Could go walkie just with Mama. Grandma's eating. Grandma's eating. Grandma's with family. I just have to make sure you can't see this. I'm not going to open it. I am just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I don't get these people. Do they understand this is just a fucking personal ad? The people in personal ads don't owe you shit. I don't have to write back to you because you write to me and you say, can you please let me know? I don't have to. I don't have to. He finally got a rise out of me. He finally got me to write back to him, and now he's written to me again when I said, please don't write to me again. Unfucking believable. What is wrong with you people? Swear to God. Telling you, people think I'm crazy, but there are a hell of a lot of other more, they're just different kind of crazy, and they just, you know, people might not even know it. Unbelievable. Vitacost is having a 15% off your entire order, which is like their best sale ever. You know, the most we usually have is 12% off, which is really good, but 15% off the entire order. Definitely gonna have to order some shit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just, I'm in shock. I'm not going to read it. This guy's clearly, he should have just dropped it when I sent him his fucking, when he sent me a fucking picture and I didn't contact him. I'm not interested. I don't have to be. Unbelievable. I just got through bitching about this guy to you guys on a towel video. And he has, I just saw now he's written to me again. He's written to me again. He's written to me again. Yep, he wrote to me again. Unbelievable. Omar, come here, honey. Omar. Come here, honey. Come on. Come on, pug dog. Can't see it, I have to delete it. Okay, this is what I sent to him, and he had the nerve to write me back again. I am not going to read it. I don't care what it says. It's probably telling me off, but even if it just says thanks for being honest, whatever, I don't care. You know, I don't care. I'm not reading it. I wrote down, if I am not interested in you, then I'm not interested. I don't have to give any of you men a reason why. Why do you even want a reason? What purpose will it serve for me to give you a reason why I'm not interested in you? I wrote back to 2 guys who contacted me on a I wrote back to 2 guys who contacted me on another site today. I already know those men, know what I look like, so if I do not hear back from them, it can mean only one thing. They didn't like the tiny taste I gave them of my personality. I used to do the polite thing. I used to write back to men in whom I wasn't interested and say things like, sorry, I'm not interested, good luck in your search. And more often than not, even that wasn't enough for certain men who would actually write to me again and try to bully me into telling them why I was not interested. I've even had some jerks tell me off for not being interested in them. What do you want to hear from me? That you're not my type? Does it make you feel better to hear me tell you that you sent me a picture of yourself and I wasn't interested? I'm not under any obligation to any of you men. Do you think that if I don't hear back from a guy who writes to me first, I will ever write to him again and ask him why I didn't hear back from him? No. Obviously, if I don't hear back from him, it means that for whatever reason, he's no longer interested in me, despite the fact that it was him who had initiated contact in the first place. Take care, good luck in your search, and please don't write to me again. And what did he do? He wrote to me again. Daily health tip from Baseline of Health Foundation from John Barron. Memory concerns and later dementia. My mother's memory is increasingly getting worse, but, you know, that's a combination of her age and the fucking strong psych meds she's on. The guy wrote to me again. Tired of him. Unbelievable. You know, chances are he's told me off. I'm not going to read it. I don't want to. I don't want to. He's proving my point to you guys, and I told you guys about this before. And for the record, the guy that I wrote to 2 guys yesterday that I was interested in that contacted me first. I mean, you know, interested as much as just, you know, tiny bit or whatnot. Haven't heard back from one of them, and one I did hear back from. Alright? But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. But you know what I mean? One I didn't hear back from. Do you think I'm going to write to him, hey, I haven't heard back from you, what's the deal? Can you at least tell me why you're not interested? I know you like me as my picture. I know you contacted me first. No. Unbelievable. Again, a lot of times with me, I'm not physically attracted, but that's not always the case. Okay? And I get rejected because of my personality by guys who already know what I look like. So if you can reject me on my personality, I can reject someone else on their fucking looks. It's just part of life. Unbelievable. God, it doesn't mean nobody is going to want you. It means I don't. I'm not under any obligation. I'm not under any obligation to total strangers to write them back and to tell them why I'm not interested either. And yet this is not the first guy who's done this and bugged me. Unbelievable. Anyway, I had to walk home. I had to vent because I just got proof and I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to open it. I don't have to. Don't have to. I'm not interested. I'm not interested, period. I've had guys that were nice looking, write to me. They obviously didn't even read my fucking profile. I go to their profile because I read every profile of every person that writes to me, okay? And I see they're looking for marriage and kids, okay? Okay. Again, we'll just use Brad Pitt's example. You can look like Brad Pitt, and I'm not going to write back to you. You're looking for marriage and kids. You know what I mean? It's like, they don't even read my fucking profile. They just think I'm pretty. You know? Because you read my profile and these personalized, and this was the true, when I was in my 20s and 30s and I did it, you're going to know who I am. You're going to know, but they're just lazy. You know? They're lazy. They write to me and they've clearly not read my profile because I instantly, okay? Always. I don't care what the guy looks like. I don't care if I'm like drooling over him. I click and I find out who he is before I would ever write back to him. If these men will write to me and not know one damn thing about me except what I look like, because they don't bother to read my profile. Now you got to get a kick out of that, people, because I'm making a point here. I have every right to reject a guy because I'm not physically attracted to him, okay? And people who think looks don't matter are living in La La Land. I've had, you know, I've had guys say that to me too, you know, that it should be on what's on the inside that counts and this, that, whatever. I mean, I've heard it all. I don't care, okay? Anyway, I always read the profile, okay? Always. Always. I read the profiles of guys I'm not attracted to. Just what I do. If the guy writes to me, I read his profile. But if I'm, you know what I mean, just for the hell of it. But I don't care, you know, how attractive the guy is. I read his profile, and you know, if it's like marriage, kids, and all that crap, then I know that I don't, you know, it's ridiculous that he wrote to me in the first place. I've had that happen too. I've had that happen. I'm like, oh my God, you clearly did not read my profile at all. Oh. I remember I used to do this by the mail in the olden days, back when there was no internet, okay? And it's the same friggin' thing. I'd get letters. I still have all of them. It's a miracle that I could read them, you know, because I don't have the greatest writing in the world, but a lot of guys don't have the greatest writing in the world either, but I could read them. I deciphered them. And back then, even when you had to handwrite the goddamn letters and mail them to me, or mail them to the personalized site, who would then mail them to me, of course. Mail them to my box number, you know, box 12345, whatever, okay? I'd get guys looking for marriage and kids. When if you'd read my damn thing, you could clearly see I'm not looking for marriage and kids, you know? Back then, there was personal ads through there was no picture. There's no picture. You just had to describe yourself in the stupid ad. There was no pictures. You can include pictures. Some guys wrote to me and had pictures, some didn't. I think Andy's original letter to me, I found it, is like, I'm not into sending pictures of myself through the mail, but, you know, if you write to me, you're interested in, I loved his letter. I loved his letter, but, you know, it was really cool, but I'll send you a picture of me. And I believe he must have, but where it is, who knows? I didn't find it yet. Maybe he never did. Maybe I just took a chance. Maybe I took a chance on him because he said, I knew he was like 6'6". He was really tall, much taller than me. He was towered over me by like 6 inches. Maybe he was 6'4" or something. I don't know. I forget. And he said he was handsome. So maybe I took a chance and he never sent me a picture because he didn't disappoint. He was fucking dropped gorgeous. Okay. But I've I've been, you know, attracted to guys a lot less attractive than him, or than Beach Guy recently, you know. This guy that's bugging me, I'm just not interested, period. But you know, this never would have happened if you assholes doing the personal ad posted a picture of yourself to begin with. That's why I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate when they don't have a fucking picture of themselves. And they write to you, and then it's like, alright, well, based on your profile thing, you're at least, you know, you're not obese and you're taller than I am, but who knows? And you're not like 70 years old. But there's nothing, no spark, nothing with this guy, and you know, now he's bugging me. I'm not going to read it anymore. That should have been the end of it. I gave him what he thought he wanted, told him the truth, I'm not attracted to you, and he writes to me again. Now, if he's a decent guy, he wrote to me again, and it'll say, you know, thanks for being honest with me, blah, 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 whatever. But of course, he wouldn't let me have the last word. Don't write to me again. He writes to me again. If he's not a decent guy, and I've experienced both in the past, it'll be like, oh, well, fuck you then. You're nothing anyway, or whatever. It'll be some stupid shit that I don't need, you know, I don't need to deal with it. So, anyway. Time for walkie walk! Right? Time for walkie walk? It won't be as long as when Grandma goes, Grandma's slow. Grandma's slow, Mama's faster. Time for walkie walk. This is our time. We go for walkie walk, right? With or without Grandmas. Alright, well. When I talk about that real sex episode, I try to get all dolled up. Obviously, I'm not dolled up now. I don't care. I didn't have time. I wanted to do this fast. I just found out, and I wanted to do it while it was fresh in my mind and while I was pissed.